Hello everyone, Mike with Newfound Past. Have your what sold on eBay video. We have 25 items that sold in May. In June things slowed down, just like for everyone. If you read all the flipping boards, Reddit and whatnot, June was kind of slow. May things were still going okay until I went out of town and ruined it. But 25 variety of items. Start off with this Disney Mickey Mouse Magic Kingdom Super Sister mug. This thing is serious vintage from 1988, and it was like new, in perfect condition, no chips or cracks, no spoon stir marks. You see the bottom here, 1988. Gave our normal 50-75 cents for this mug. Look at that, no spoon stir marks. Yep, got $19.99 plus $7.25 shipping. It's a really good sell. Next we have this set of El Camino floor mats from a 1985 El Camino. These are originals, not reproductions. I got these at an estate sale. I said here estate sale, it could have been an auction, but the guy that owned these had put a note on the bottom. That's the only reason I knew they were from 85. But these things were like new, and I listed them as a new other because they were. The guy basically got this El Camino, probably took them out completely, or put a set of rubber mats in them and set these in his garage and never used them. And I got these for, I was trying to remember, it's been a while since I've had these. I got these for 30 or 40 bucks, and had them for over a year, but they sold for $195 plus $12.65 shipping. It's a really good sale. Next we have this Blizzard Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty Collector's Edition. This is incomplete. It does not have the game, but it has everything else. It has the box, the manual, the DVD. It has some special edition DVD with it, this hardback manual. And this sold with a global shipping program, so somebody paid to have this shipped overseas. So I picked this up for $3 or so, and it sold for $15 plus $11.10 shipping to Kentucky. And next we have this Adaptec dual TV tuner with FM radio, brand new in the wrap. I got this at a garage sale last year for $5, and I had this for a while. Had this for about a year, but it eventually sold. This old tech takes a while to move, but it eventually does, and I got $45 plus $11.10 shipping. So keep an eye out for that vintage tech. It does sell. Next we have a Dunkin Donuts Destination Boston, runs on Dunkin Mug, 12 ounce from 2013. Picked this up for our normal 50-75 cents, sold for $11.19 plus $7.25 shipping. And this was in really good condition as well. Had a little smudge right there on that, you see that? Always highlight the defects no matter how good condition something is in. 2013, you see it there, but no spoon star marks, really important. Sold relatively quickly, so yeah, pretty pleased. And next we have this vintage Bulova 1957 Model 100 tube clock. I plugged this thing in, which was, kind of iffy. Didn't want to get sparks thrown at me, but when I plugged it in, the speaker would produce some sound, some crackling, but it wouldn't tune in any stations, and the clock wasn't working. So I listed this for just as is for parts. We only gave a few dollars for this at our normal half price thrift store, and it sold in a few months for $24.99 plus $11.90 shipping. It was in really good condition. The case wasn't cracked or anything, so this was the perfect 4 parts unit, complete. Yeah, really neat. Next we have the second part from the our steamer that crapped out, that we parted out. For those of you that don't know, that may be new to the channel, bought this Han steamer at Savers over a year ago, and we used it to steam our flipping clothes and our normal clothes, and used it for a solid year before it just quit working one day. So I took some parts and pieces off of it and listed them, and I sold the hose to this already for $25, and this is the second piece that sold. The reservoir tank for $24.99 plus $7.90 shipping. I gave $15 for the whole unit, and we used it, and we made money off of it. So yeah, think about that. If something messes up on you, you can part it out. At least make your money back. In this case, we made money off of it. Next, we have this Robinson Ransbottom pottery, this sunburst ceramic pot. This was serious vintage, and we only gave a couple of dollars for this. At first we thought it was a different pottery maker, but I had someone contact me through eBay and steered me in the right direction. This Robinson Ransbottom pottery, you can see on the bottom here, it's not marked except for the has the original price stamp on it. Check this out, $1.59. It's really cool. Let's see, it has a little some crazing, yeah, but it was a cool pot. Like I said, we only paid a couple dollars and passed it on. Got $19.99 plus $10.40 shipping. Next we have, this was one of my brand new printers. I've told you guys if I ever source another brand new printer, I would do a special video on what to look for, and I will still do that. And the funny thing is, yesterday when I was at Salvation Army, they had a brand new printer. It was a nice one. It was a Canon. It was just an inkjet, you know, kind of an entry level. I think it was an entry level Pixma, but sealed. I inspected it, went through it, and then I looked at the price tag, and they had $80 on it. And guess what? They're listed for on eBay. $80, and not sold, listed. So yeah, definitely passed on that. Even though Salvation Army was 25% off yesterday, definitely wasn't worth picking up. So somebody in the back room at Salvation Army is looking up on eBay. No big deal though, can't win them all. But this one I picked up for $15, and this was new open box. Let me show you here. See, the top was ripped open. Somebody at the thrift store ripped this open, but this thing was definitely new. You can see where they ripped the handle in this other picture. And check out that AOL disc. You know it's got some vintage on it. It has an AOL disc with it. Brand new in the wrap. It still had the blue tape sealing everything down. Yeah, see, there's the rip handle. You know how people in the thrift stores, they just rip whatever open just because they can. But I still picked it up, 15 bucks, and I got $140 plus $17.70 priority mail shipping for that. An awesome find. And next we have this lot of two Visconti, two extra large, double extra large, tall, long sleeve button-up shirts. Paid $7 for the pair of these, $3.50 each, and relatively quickly got $45 plus $8.50 shipping. These are in really good condition. They reminded me kind of a Robert Graham style shirt, but yeah, super nice quality. Never heard of the brand before, but it was such nice quality. I looked it up and picked these up, and yeah, they went out the door really fast. Next we have this Wrangler 3XL short sleeve pearl snap shirt. Picked this up for just a couple of dollars and had it for a little while. This sold in our 20% off sale for $18.39 plus $4.80 first class shipping. It was in really good condition. It had definitely been worn, but yeah, sold, and somebody else is wearing it now. And next we have this thing went out the door really fast as well. This San Diego Zoo Wild Animal Park Koala coffee mug. Paid our normal, you know, 50-75 cents for this, and like I said, we listed it and it sold within a matter of just a couple of days for $18.99 plus $7.25 shipping. This thing, I called it new because it still had the stickers kind of on it. They were a little bit ripped, but they were on it, and it definitely didn't have any spoon stir marks. You can see on the bottom it still had the residue from the sticker on there. So yeah, it was a good sale. Like I said, went out the door quick. I like it when that happens. Another SkinCeutical thing. I've showed so many of these things. Everybody that is a subscriber knows the story. But you know, I got a whole lot of this stuff. Made a whole lot of money off of it. Over $2,000. Another thing that sold for $69.49. This was actually a drop shipper that bought this, and a lot of, you know, opinions vary on drop shippers, but you know what? I don't care if they buy my stuff and they can make a buck. I'm making way more than they are off this because, you know, I gave $1 or less for this bottle. And it went out the door for $69.41 plus $5.15 shipping. And next we have this Estee Lauder Lucidity Pressed Powder Compact. And the funny thing about this is that I wouldn't have gave this thing 2 looks, but my wife knew that it looked like something of quality. So she looked it up, and this was just in one of the bags with the SkinCeuticals stuff. And she's like, oh, this is worth listing. So I listed it, and this sold relatively quickly as just a throw in a bag, $23.99 plus $4.45 shipping. So yeah, something that I wouldn't even have given a second look at. Made, you know, $20 profit on. So yeah, keep an eye out in those little baskets and bins for this little Estee Lauder compact stuff. Another SkinCeuticals thing, $50 right out the door plus $5.15 shipping. Brand new as a pigment regulator. I still have some of these available, yeah, but good sellers. Next we have this Knob women's blue denim long sleeve shirt, and picked this up for just a few dollars, $3, $4. And it sold relatively quickly for $19.19 at 20% off plus $5.50 first class shipping. Have a lot of men's Knob stuff, but we pick up a women's item every once in a while, and they sell relatively well as long as they're in good condition. Another women's, this is the LL Bean Sherpa fleece. This is the LL Bean factory store brand. 20% off in our sale, $12 plus $7.90 shipping, so almost 20 bucks. I'm sure I don't even remember how much we had on this, probably just a few dollars though, just like everything else. We didn't have this for very long before someone bought it, but yeah, there's the tag. I'm pretty sure this is a made in USA version. Yeah, check that out. So a little bit of vintage on it because LL Bean definitely doesn't make this stuff in the USA anymore. But yeah, relatively quick sell. Office supplies. Anybody familiar with my other videos knows I haul. You know, in my haul videos I go after vintage office supplies, even new office supplies, as long as they're new. But I picked up 2 of these at one time for just a couple bucks, and this one sold super fast for $24.99 plus $7.90 shipping. Yep, so quick money. Next we have this Starbucks white ceramic pour over brewer. It's a nice item. This thing was like new. Picked this up in the coffee mug section for, you know, just our 50 cents or $1. And check that out. Looks like it had never been used. It didn't have any stickers on it, so we listed it as used, but this thing was in perfect shape. And it sold for $17.07 plus $7.25 priority mail shipping. Next we have this O-scale Delaware and Hudson hopper with coal, this little toy train piece. I don't know much about toy trains, but I know enough now that if I see something, I'm going to look it up, because every time I have picked up train stuff, it has sold pretty quickly. I got 2 of these in the bags that I show in my haul videos for just a few dollars. And this one sold for $14.99 plus $7.25 shipping. And the funny thing is the other one sold just yesterday, and you'll see it in a future haul video. Both of them were like new. Looked like they had never been used, but they weren't in the boxes, so I listed them as used. Next we have this vintage brass cat clip, made in India brass. Picked this up for just $1 or $2 several months ago, but it sold for $15 plus $5.15 first class shipping. And this is definitely some vintage on it. You see the back of it here, this made in India brass. Wasn't perfect, but yeah, picked up some good money on it. Okay, next we have our Boy Scout 1957 National Jamboree neckerchief or bandanas. These things were like new. There's 2 of them. I got these at an auction in a small town close to us. But like I said, they were like brand new. Just to pick them up for just a couple dollars. Yeah, really neat. Had them for a while, but they sold for $24.99 plus $4.45 shipping. Now this one was a really cool vintage jacket. This is a serious 1980s vintage blue Porsche style Carrera design windbreaker jacket. When I think of the 80s, this is kind of what I think of. I picked this up for just a few dollars at the, I don't even remember which store I picked it up at, because it was long tail. I had it for a little while. You can tell from the pictures with the green background. But it sold for $60, $59.99 plus $7.90 shipping. Check that out, super vintage. It's in really good condition. You know, it had been worn, but not, you know, worn to death. You know, I'm sure somebody wore it back in the day and it got stuck in the back of the closet until it got donated. Pretty neat. Next we have the Starbucks New Zealand mug from 1999. Picked this up, you know, again for just 75 cents. And this sold for $15 plus $7.90 shipping. The thing about this mug is it wasn't perfect. You know, most of the time I would pass on stuff that's not perfect, but this one was rare enough that we went ahead and picked it up. See, it has a little chip on the lip, and it had, you know, good thing was no spoon stir marks, but it had some marks, you know, the black marks. But it still sold, and it sold relatively quickly, you know. So, last thing, we have this vintage Cosmopolitan World Map by Rand McNally, a 21-inch by 32-inch. We picked this up for just a few dollars, just like most things. And this sold, it did have it for a while, you can tell the green background, but it sold for $40 plus $7.90 shipping. That's why I love buying puzzles, because they are long tail, but you can make some serious money if you have the patience. But that's 25 items that sold on eBay. Appreciate all you guys that watched our haul video last week. It was a big one too, so if you haven't watched it, or if this is the first time watching our channel, go and watch our haul videos, because there's really good tips and items and bolos in there. Like, subscribe, share on your social media. Appreciate it, and we are going thrifting this Sunday, and you'll see us next Tuesday with our next haul video. Thanks, guys.